This is the AWU now holding a live media conference.
At work. This year we've had 12 Victorians killed at work. And in the time since these laws have come in, we've had one prosecution and no jail time. This is not acceptable. There's no point creating laws to protect workers if we don't use those laws. Our members are angry. Our organisers are angry. We would like to thank the Rescue Service for the work that they did. And we want to make sure that we are putting the Victorian government on notice to let them know that you create these laws, you make sure you use these laws. I'll open it up to any questions.
What have you been told as to why they were working under unsupported ground?
So at this stage, the company are keeping their cards close to the chest. This form of air-legging shouldn't be used to do this type of work. This form of air-legging should be used, if it's ever used at all, to investigate the ground. The information that we're getting back was this was a quick, cheap and easy way to chase gold.
The work that they
Absolutely. So our members on this mine over the past few years have raised concerns about, and our organisers have been out onto site to make sure that our members weren't working under unsupported ground. Our members have raised concerns about this style of mining, and it seems to have fallen on deaf ears. So it's pretty much two guys with a big drill. They have air and water going into it, and they're drilling. Usually, it would be a drill bit that's probably 6 to 10 inches in diameter, and they're drilling into rock. Normally, they would be drilling in. They would use this, say in tunnelling, for example, they'd use it to put anchors into the rocks to hold the rocks back. They were actually using it to create a tunnel to work into to chase the gold.
We know dozens of ways to get to the refuge chamber. How far away is that from the flat?
So I'm not aware how far it was away, but I want to also make it clear that at no stage were the miners that had to get into the rescue chamber at risk. That's procedure. So standard procedure is when something goes wrong in a mine, the miners get to the rescue chamber. I also want to point out that our miners on this site are highly skilled. They know what they're doing. They've been doing this for a long time. The air-legging has just recently started. So this is a new activity on an old site.
This started since the new company has taken over?
Yes.
So they're not following safety protocols as you can see it?
Me, personally, would say that this is fault of management. That will be left to the investigators. We will be making sure that the investigators talk to all of our members and our organisers to make sure they get to the bottom of what's happened. Also want to point out that when this new company took over, they made their senior safety manager redundant and haven't replaced them.
Sorry, to the person who was extricated who was airlifted to the other hospital, did he try and get to the safety pod, or was he free from...
I don't have that information.
Are operations at the mine continuing today?
No.
No, they've stopped?
So they've stopped at the moment. We'll have our organisers going down there later on this morning to sit with with WorkSafe to identify when, if they can get back to work.
How long in total have the workers been working in the mine before they either got into the rescue pod or came out? What was that sort of total length of time between when the recovery was complete and how long they've been working?
So my understanding is that the shift actually started at 7 in the morning and it was about 10 to 5 in the afternoon when the incident occurred.
So they were about to knock off.
They would have had maybe 2 hours left on their shift.
And we will also clarify exactly how many miners were rescued. There's just been some conflicting numbers, whether it was 29 or 30.
So like I said earlier, The miners that went to the rescue pod weren't rescued. They went there as a procedure until it was safe. So anytime there's an incident in a mine, the miners go straight to the rescue pods. They wait there until they're told it's safe to come out. So it's my understanding that at no stage were they at risk. It was an isolated incident with the two irregulars.
Okay, that is where we leave a very angry Ronnie Hayden from the Victorian AWU. He squarely blamed management there in this media conference just hours after the death of one mine worker in Ballarat. We know that another 21-year-old has lower body injuries. He is in a life-threatening condition in hospital at the moment. So Ronnie Hayden there certainly wasn't holding back. He made several claims about the company and the management operating this mine, and I'm sure we will hear more about it during the day.